Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share with you a very emotional and heart-touching love story. Every story here is filled with the feelings, pain and little hope. So please listen till end, and if you like it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's begin with the story.
It was already very dark. I was traveling by coach from Dallas to Chicago. On the seat next to me sat a young woman. She looked absolutely enchanting. Those were cold winter days, and she was shivering from the chill. Her innocent beauty and the sparkle in her eyes touched my heart. We occasionally exchanged glances, but we didn't speak. Seeing her trembling like that melted my heart. I took out my jacket and offered it to her. She tried to refuse, but I smiled and gently placed it over her shoulders. She looked at me with eyes full of gratitude, warmth, and an unspoken emotion. At that very moment our eyes met, and something happened that changed my life forever.
Now listen to this story from the beginning. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.
Hello friends, my name is David. A few days ago, I had gone to Dallas for some office work. After finishing a couple of days' tasks, I boarded a coach at 5 p.m. bound for Chicago. The seat beside me was empty. After about 10 kilometers, the bus stopped at a pickup point and more passengers boarded. Among them was a stunningly beautiful young woman who instantly drew everyone's attention. She carried a bag in her hand. Looking around for her seat, she came near me and said, "Is this seat empty? My ticket is for this number." I nodded. She smiled and said, "Could you please put my bag up in the rack?" Since I was in the aisle seat, I took her bag and placed it above. She truly was very beautiful. When she tried to climb onto her seat by the window, she had a little difficulty. I offered my hand. She hesitated a moment, then placed her delicate hand in mine. With my help she climbed up, looked at me with a smile, and whispered, "Thank you." Her seat was by the window, mine beside her. The bus began to move. I kept trying to glance at her, but since we weren't acquainted, she kept avoiding eye contact. Still, her charm kept pulling me toward her. After about 2 hours, the bus stopped at a diner. Everyone got down for food. I also went to eat, but she was nowhere to be seen. I thought maybe she wasn't hungry. After finishing my meal, I deliberately bought 2 packs of chips and a soda, in case she hadn't eaten. When I climbed back onto the bus, I saw her sitting in her seat, crying. My heart sank. As soon as I sat down, she quickly wiped her tears and smiled as if nothing had happened. I couldn't stay silent. I softly said, "Hi, my name is David." In a low voice, she replied, "I'm Sophia." I asked, "You didn't come down to eat?" She forced a smile and said, "No, I wasn't hungry." But even through her smile, deep sorrow was hiding. I pulled out the chips and soda from my bag and placed them in front of her. Tears welled up in her eyes. "No, I don't need it," she said. But I gently placed a packet in her hand. She gave one back to me. We both started eating the chips, and shared the soda between us. In that moment, an invisible bond was created. I softly asked, "I saw you crying. If something's wrong, you can tell me. Maybe I can help." She stayed silent for a while. Then, with a deep breath, she began, "My life has been unfortunate. I'm originally from Chicago. 2 years ago, I married a man named Ryan. He was wonderful. We moved to Dallas because he had landed a good job in a big company. Our life was going really well." Her voice trembled, and her eyes filled with tears. Listening to her pain broke my heart. She continued, "But then Ryan fell for a young single woman who lived nearby. She was very attractive. Gradually he became so lost in her that he completely ignored me. Right in front of my eyes, he praised her, laughed with her. I tried so many times to make him understand, begged him to respect our marriage. But he didn't care. In the end, he married her. From that day, my life became a nightmare. He spent his time with her while I sat alone crying. My existence, my love, everything meant nothing to him anymore." Tears streamed down her face. She said, "Today I've decided never to see his face again. I'm going back to my parents' home." Hearing this, my heart ached. I said gently, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you by asking, but at least now you've shared your pain. At least someone has listened to you." She gave a faint smile and said, "Yes, it does feel lighter now." Night grew darker, and the cold intensified. She sat by the window, so it was even chillier for her. She shut the window, but the cold still seeped through. She hugged herself to keep warm. Seeing her shiver made me restless. I took out my jacket and placed it before her. She refused, but I softly put it around her shoulders. With tearful eyes, she whispered, "Thank you." Then she said, "We hardly know each other, yet you care so much. If my husband had shown even a little of this care, I would never have left him." Her words pierced my heart. I reassured her, "Everything will be fine. Stay strong. God will give you a chance to start anew." As the night passed, sometimes she rested her hand on my shoulder, sometimes she smiled, sometimes she cried. On that journey, an unusual connection blossomed between us. By morning, we reached Chicago. We both got down. She invited me to her home, but I politely declined. Still, she asked for my number. That very day, a message arrived, "Hi, this is Sophia." Gradually, our conversations grew. We met a few times. Spending time together, our hearts drew closer. One day she came to my place. There, our bond deepened. Love found its way. Day by day, our relationship grew stronger. We decided to give it a name. A few months later, we got married. Today, Sophia and I are living a happy life. Hand in hand, we're walking together through every turn of life. Friends, what do you think? Was the decision Sophia and I took the right one? Share your thoughts with me. True love is not based on beauty or attraction. It lies in understanding each other's pain and struggles. When two hearts accept each other with truth and respect, no matter how difficult life is, love makes it beautiful.
So friends, this was today's emotional love story. If you like this story, please like the video, share it to your friends and subscribe to my channel for more beautiful stories like this. Thank you so much for listening. See you soon in the next stories.